Hello, this is Marcus Kwan. I'm going to show you some of the improvements we've made to CQG M in an upcoming release. It's in testing now and will be released very soon. On my screen on the left, I have a CQG M running in desktop mode. That's what CQG M will look like on your desktop or your laptop. On the right, I'm showing CQG M in mobile mode so you can see what it looks like if you log in from your phone. As you see, one of the main new features we've implemented is charting. You see charts have been added to the bottom of these quote boards. So when you select a symbol in the quote board, you'll see a chart for that symbol. And you can select chart intervals from 1 minute all the way to monthly bars. We've got candles and bar charts to start, and we're working on studies next. So the charts we think are beautiful and slick, exactly what you'd expect from CQG. You can control the visibility of the charts for these quote boards by going to the task menu and selecting this option, display chart. Now, in addition to the charts, you can click or swipe on these buttons down at the bottom and we'll give you some contract spec information. So we think you're going to love these charts, especially on your phone. And as I said before, we're just getting started. We're working on studies and more interactions in desktop mode. Next, we've added some more options to the quote spreadsheet. You can now hide symbol descriptions to where you can fit twice as many symbols on your screen. Again, you can control this using the task menu here. We've also added this trade up, trade down coloring on the price column. You see it blinking here in the background. In addition to the quote spreadsheet and the FX style quote board, we've added two more quote board views. You see here in the lower left the traditional quote board, and here in the middle I'll show you the custom quote board, which is kind of optimized for the phone because it's wider and shorter. You can select among these three quote board types in the widget task menu here under styles. And I want to make sure and mention that you can already trade with a single tap or click from the depth of market using the FX style quote board. Simply turn on trade in the DOM option here. So you see that I can simply click on a price to place an order. We've also continued to improve the symbol entry in CQG M. I'll go over here to the task menu and hit add symbols. You could already paste a comma separated list into this field, and you could type any word to find a symbol by its description or its exchange symbol. Now we've also added filters so you can narrow by asset class or exchange by clicking on these drop downs, list of asset classes and list of exchanges. In addition, you can click on this tab and select from a list of predefined portfolios that we've provided. And you can also save lists and even share them. So if you want to create a list and share it with the traders in your group, or have customers that want to watch what you're watching, you can do that now. I'll show you how to do that. So let's say this mobile screen on the right that we're looking at is my Trading Buddies Eugene screen. and he's on his phone. So Eugene has a list that he's made and wants to share it with me. He can simply save that list or go directly to sharing, and we'll prompt him to save it. And he'll get this dialog to create a link where if he clicks this button, it'll open up his mail program and paste the link in there. Or he can copy this link and send it to me directly through SMS or an email. So if I receive this in an email, I can simply click on it and it'll open up the appropriate dialog for importing. And so say I've received this link from Eugene and I paste it in here. As a receiver, you have the option to import using live mode. If I check this, any update that Eugene makes to his list, I'll get that update automatically. So that's pretty slick. You can imagine if you subscribe to a list of symbols that gets updated periodically, like the S&P 500, you'll get those updates whenever they're updated. We think that's pretty cool, and you can look forward to future integrations with CQG Integrated Client. And whenever I've imported a list, you can see that it's got a cloud icon here. If I go to my list management dialog, I can see that in the imported list tab, I see that I have that here, and I can manage those by hitting the edit button, and I can remove this portfolio that I've already added. Now I'm going to show you some improvements we've made to the trading from CQG M. First, we've made the trade widget a pop-up, meaning you can still open one up as a widget if you'd like, as seen here. But when you tap the buy or sell button from the quote board, if I select a symbol and hit buy, the trading ticket will pop up. I can place a trade and it'll go away after I place my trade. You can also override the global account selection from the trading ticket. So you see that I have my global account selected here. In the trade ticket, I can click on the account name. And we've also improved the account selection to where I could get to an account very easily just by typing in a matching text string from the account name or number and get to an account very quickly. In the trading ticket, we have also added the inside market buttons so I can join the bid or lift the offer or place a market order very quickly. In this release of CQG M, we've also added a Chinese language version. This is in addition to the Japanese and Russian and English versions that we've already had. So we're excited about all of these new features. We think that they should be helpful to you on the go. The early feedback that we've been receiving has been great. Please let us know what you think by sending mail to mobility@cqg.com or posting questions and comments on cqgforums.com. Thanks a lot.